Hmm? We'll wait for him to do that. In the meantime, let us discuss this. The others who are there. I've given some variable names here. Can you tell me what is wrong with them? Of course, one of them we have just discussed now. 9 my variable. So what is wrong with this variable name?
Start with the number.
Starting with the number. Okay. Next one, my dash where. So can you tell me the mistake here?
There should be only underscore, right?
Only underscore has to be there. Okay. Next one is never give any space between the variable names. Okay. Just like there, even if there are two words also, my and where are two different words. So you can put and join them with an underscore, but never leave any space in between them. So this is the mistake here in this particular variable name. So if I give like this, again Python will start giving me errors.
Okay.
Okay, this is also an invalid variable. And the last one is, of course, I put a question mark before that. So this also is not a valid variable name according to Python. Okay, this is not found. So this is just naming conventions which are given here. If supposing your variable name is having more than one word, like here in my case, I have my where. Two words are there. My is one word, where is one word. So how can you combine these two words and make it into a variable name? So there are three techniques for that. One is called camel case. Okay. In case of camel case, what happens is each word except the first one will start with a capital name. So if my variable name is the name of the variable, first M will be small case, but variable V will be capital, names N will be capital. This is one way of writing it. Okay, this is called a camel case convention. So according to this, except for the first word, for the other words, you can have a first letter of each word will be a capital. Now this is called as a Pascal case. In case of Pascal, what we do? Each word starts with a capital letter. So if I have variable, my variable name, M is also a capital. The first letter of variable V is also a capital, and the first letter of N name N is also a capital. This is another way of writing it. The third one is called as the snake case. Here you separate every word by an underscore. Okay. Now this again depends on the best practices of the company. So whichever convention they use as a programmer, if you are joining them, you will have to use the same convention. Okay. What we are doing next is, I hope Atalji has joined. Apana? I think he is not able to log in. Anyway, the recording is there. Apana, are you recording it?
Yes, Padma. It's in progress.
Okay. Then I'll continue. Fine. Now, let's see. The next concept is, how will you assign a value to a variable? Okay. So how I can do is, this is the first way of doing it. I can just say, you can also type and see along with me. Here I given commas x comma y comma z is equal to orange comma banana comma cherry. So x will be given a value of orange, y will be given value of banana, and z will be assigned a value of cherry. Okay, so when I print all of them, just take your cursor to that cell and press shift enter. You will get output as orange, banana, and cherry. You can try it. So here what we have done, in one single line itself, we have assigned values to 3 variables. Okay, once you finish, just tell me. I'll go to the next line. Just check and see whether you got the output. Done? If you have done, you can just give me a thumbs up.
Yeah, ma'am, done.
I think even Ravi is also gone offline. I don't know what happened. Next, what you will do, we will take if supposing I want to assign the same value to all of them, okay? Then this is how you can do it. X is equal to y equal to z equal to orange. Now when you print all of them, they all will have the same value. Okay, this is also one way of doing things. Raviji, you just execute this code. I was just telling her that in one single statement, I can assign values to 3 variables like this. Okay, so you can just write x comma y comma z, and you can say orange, banana, and cherry. X will have the value of orange, y will have banana assigned to it, and z will have cherry assigned to it. So this is one way of doing it. The other is, if I want to give the same value to all 3 variables, I can say x is equal to y is equal to z equal to orange, and then you can print them. All 3 will get the same value. You can type along with me and try it out. I hope you have done the earlier two. Can I go to the third example? Ravi, you were able to finish the earlier two?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. Here what I'm doing is, now I'm taking, in Python, whenever you write something like this within the square brackets, we call this as a list. Okay? It is a list of items. So, if you want to take out the values from a list and assign them to some variables, x, y, z, this is how you can unpack it. Okay, what is the name of the list? Fruits. The name of the list is fruits. And what is there inside the list? We have 3 items: apple, banana, and cherry. Now what am I trying to do? I'm saying x comma y comma z is equal to fruits. Then what will happen now? Whatever the 3 values which are there inside that list, those values will be now be assigned to the variables x comma y comma z. Okay, now you can print the values and see what are the output you will be getting. Okay, so this is how you can unpack a value which is coming from a collection and then assign it to some variables. Done?
Yeah, I'm working. Yes.
Just we are taking
minute.
3 values. That's it. Okay. If you want, you can add a 4th value to it. I can just put a comma here, add one more value. I can call it as strawberry. And take one more value here, comma, A. Print the values. Okay. One more value has been unpacked from our list and assigned to another variable. So supposing here what did we do? We have taken multiple print statements, right? We wanted to print the value of x, y, z and a. So what did we do? We have used 4 print statements. Instead of that, I can write all of them in one print statement like this. Okay, I will just take this, copy the same thing, Control C, put it in the cell down here. And instead of writing multiple print statements, I can say x comma, y comma, z comma, a, and the rest of the statements. Okay, and control yes. Now, all of them in the earlier print statement, what happened was we had since we have taken 4 print statements, each one of them was printed in a single one line. Apple came in one line, banana came in one line, cherry was in one line, strawberry was in one line. Now what we have done, we have taken only one print statement and we said x comma, y comma, z comma, a. So what is the effect of this? All the values inside these variables will be printed on the same line. Okay. So now the advantage is instead of writing 4 print statements, I can write only one print statement. Now, how to format this and all that, we will see in the next class. For a print statement, a lot of ways you can format how the output is coming. Okay, now this is one more way of doing it. So I've got 3 variables. I've assigned 3 values to 3 different variables and now I'm printing all of them together. So for that, what is the operator I'm using here? I use a plus operation. So what will Python do now? It is going to combine the values which are there in 3 individual variables and make it into a single line. So shift enter, you will get Python is awesome in one single string. Okay, it is going to add all 3 of them. In programming terminology, we call it as concatenation. Okay, you can add or you can join one string to another string with the help of the plus operator. Okay, I hope you have done this.
Yes,
Yeah, ma'am.
yes.
If I live in a different place. 1 minute. Okay. Next is, now here we have declared them to be strings. That is why, this is string joining. For numbers, of course, Python will add them. It will take it to be a addition operator, and it will add both the numbers and it will give you the output here. So when I say print x plus y, it is now going to add 5 plus 10 and print 15 on the main format. Okay, so it all depends on what is the data type you are taking. If you are taking a string, then it will simply join the string. But if you are taking numbers, then this plus will act like a, the mathematical plus of it. Okay. Now, time for a little exercise. I want you guys to create two variables. One will be a number, another one will be a string, and print the values in the variable. Write these two lines of code on your own.
Sir, can you come again, please? What?
See, this is the exercise I want all of you to do. This exercise, create two variables. Okay, one variable will contain a number, other one will contain a string. Okay, so you should know how to declare two variables, and then you will also print the values which you have stored in those variables.
Okay.
Okay, so first one will be how to assign a value. Second one is to print it. So for printing, we use the print function. So just try to remember your the syntax and try to do this one.
Ma'am, but I didn't get that addition, ma'am.
Yeah. See, first one is, I told you, yeah. You write x is equal to 5, y is equal to 10, and you have to say print x plus 1.
Yeah,
Right. What did you get? Did you get any error?
yes, ma'am, I get it.
Okay, I'll tell you. It might be because in case of Python, when you write something like this, maybe did you leave a space like this?
No, ma'am, I didn't.
Are you sure?
I didn't.
Can you read out the error? Can you read out the error?
Yeah, ma'am, sure. Name error, cell in 17, line 3, 1 x equal to 5, 2 y equal to 10, 3 print x plus y.
Okay. So where is the error? What
In
is the
open
error it is
bracket.
telling you? You share your screen. Let's
No,
see
ma'am,
what
I
the...
can't because I'm
You can't?
logging in the phone.
Okay, okay. See, whatever you are writing now, try to write every line of code which I'm teaching you in different cells. Okay, so
Yes,
just
ma'am.
take one fresh cell. In that you write x is equal to 5, y is equal to 10, and this space which if you leave it, okay, Python will give you indentation error. It is called indentation error. So according to the Python syntax, there should not be any space here.
I didn't give any space, ma'am, but it came now.
Is it saying indentation error?
Nothing, ma'am.
Did
Now
you
I
get
got
the
the
output?
answer.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Write it in separate cells as of now.
Yeah, ma'am,
Whatever
sure.
small program we are writing, 3-4 lines of code, let every write it in a different cell. Okay. Now what I asked you guys to do was, I asked you to create two variables. Okay. In one variable store a number, in another variable you store a string. So were you able to do it?
Yeah, ma'am.
No, it will throw error, right?
It is throwing error.
Yeah.
Maybe your
No, I mean to say, I'm trying to add both. So you want me to just print them?
Just print the values of the variables.
Yeah,
So
that
you
is
will have to
working. Yeah.
if the name of the variable is x, you have to say print x, and if it is y, print y.
Yeah,
So
that
you
is
will get.
working.
Now, what I want you to do is the third variable you take y. Give some number to it.
Hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give a value of 10 to y, and now you print the sum of x comma y. You be able to get the value. Supposing my first variable is having a value of 20. Suppose x is having 20, and in y I am taking 10. You should be able to print x plus y on the screen, and you should get a value of 20 plus 10, 30 should be visible on the screen. Are you able to do it?
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you do it? Can you once do it?
Yeah. Understood. It's like this here. Okay. What was the value? Now I said x value is 20, y value is equal to 10, and I want to add these two values and print 30 there on the screen. So I will say print x plus y. So when you execute the code, the value you will get is 30. In my exercise, I said in one variable you take number, another variable you take string. So how will you assign a string value to it? You can say that you string, one more important thing, in string, you can either write it in single, double inverted commas, or you can also write it like this. I can also say, let's say A is equal to, this is also allowed. This is also taken to be a string by Python. Whatever you write between double inverted commas or single inverted commas is taken to be a string by Python. Okay, both are valid. If you want to add these two strings, you can say print z plus a. Okay, so when I execute it, you will get Python program. Okay, so these are small exercises for today because we are learning to name a variable, and we are trying to understand what happens when we try to add two variables, and how to print the values inside a variable in a single line. Like supposing instead of giving 4 print statements, I can use a single print statement in which I can say print x comma y comma z. This is one way of writing less lines of code. Instead of writing 4, you are writing only one statement. Another way is you can say print x plus y plus z. That is also, you can combine the values in a simple print statement. Okay. Quick recap. We'll go back and just check. Okay. So I hope you're comfortable up to here. We've seen that Python variable, you can just declare it and then may do some operations on it. But when we try to declare a variable, then you should give an appropriate name. You should not break the rules. Otherwise, Python will give you a syntax error. So if you name a variable according to the naming convention, then you will not get any syntax errors. Now, the next concept is the concept of a global variable. Okay. Now, what is meant by a variable? In our programs, what we did earlier was that we have created some variables which are there here. Before our print statement, we have taken some variables. Okay. So those variables which we take outside of what is called as a function, we call them as global variable. Now, what is a function? Here in Python, you see here, I've written.
No.
Yeah. I'll
Actually, you're
give
not
the-
sharing
yeah.
a screen, any screen.
Oh, she's sharing his own.
Yeah, because for a long time, you're showing only the Jupyter page only.
Oh. Is this clear? Are you able to see the screen now?
No, all we can
I
see
think
is
both are in
Jupyter.
different. Yeah, both are in different ones. That is why it is not coming in this. One second.
Yeah, for a long time, we are seeing
The-
only Jupyter, this page only, not the.
Not the text file, is it? Okay,
No,
okay.
no. We thought you are just talking, but looks like good.
My text file is opened in another window. That is why it is not visible. I'll share both of them in a second. Okay, I think you will be able to see my text file also now.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am.
Now, this code which we are seeing here, okay, just focus on this. I've taken one variable and in that variable I've stored a string. The value in that is awesome. Okay. Now here I've defined what is called as a function. Okay. The function concept with anyhow we will be revisiting at a later stage. But generally in programming terminology, a function means a piece of code which will do something for us. Okay. A function is simply like a piece of code which will do something, some work for us. So here I'm defining one function. What is the name of that function? It's my function. So if we want to define a function, we have to write DEF, which stands for definition. My function is the name of. Inside that, what did I do? I said print Python is, and then what did I want to print? The value of x I wanted to be printed. Okay. So now, if I print this statement, okay. So here this x value has been defined, or the x has been given some value outside the function. How do I know it is outside the function? Because my function is starting here and it is ending before this. And this print statement is inside the function. Okay. So anything you have to write inside the function, you have to give, this is called as an indentation. We need leave one space and start this print statement from here. So what the meaning of this is, this print statement is part of my function. Is this clear? What we in other programming languages we use curly braces and brackets and all that. In Python, that is not the case. What does Python do? It uses what is called as an indentation. So if I write this print statement after leaving some space, the meaning of this is this print statement is part of this function. Is that clear? What I've told just now? This print
Okay.
statement is part of my function. So, and this variable is outside the print function. So because I've stored it outside here, this whatever is there, the value inside this x is now available inside the function also. Okay. So this variable is called as a global variable. So the meaning of the global variable is this variable can be called from anywhere inside my program. Okay. A global variable can be called from anywhere inside my program. Okay. Now, contrary to that, supposing I again say x is equal to great. Okay. I've given some other value to x here. Now this x will become a local variable. Okay, local variable. Why am I calling it as a local variable? Because once I finish my function, once this function is over, the value which is there in this x is no longer available. It gets destroyed. Okay, so as this value in x is only available inside my function, outside my function it won't be available. Is this clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
Anything I
So,
declare
a quick question, Batma. How do you know the,
Huh.
the function is ending? Like, or
Yeah, I'll show you the difference. Can you repeat your question again?
no, how do you know the function is ending? Where the function is ending?
See, how it I'll tell you. In Python, this is small, a little bit tricky, but you will get the hang of it. See the where this definition is starting and where I am calling the function. This is where I'm calling my function.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whenever this means that this is I'm calling the function. Simply writing the function is not enough. You have to call it also. Okay, then only the function will be executed. The analogy is generally we have, switchboards in our house and we have a fan. Behind the scenes, there is a wiring which is available, right? But then unless and until you switch it on, the fan will not start rotating, right? Same thing here also. If you write a function, it doesn't mean that the function will be executed. You are only defining the function. What are you saying? What do you mean by definition? You are just saying that this is the name of the function and this is the work the function does. But when is the function executed? When you call it like this. Okay. Now, to answer your question, what did I do? This is where I started with this. And then I've left some space. Okay. This is called indentation. I left that some space here and I've written X here. After that, I've written print here. That means my X and my print statement are both part of my function. And subsequent to that, if I'm writing anything else, I'll again start from here. Okay. Supposing I'm assigning some another variable y. So I'll write y is equal to program.
Indentation is one indication, team. The other one is you know what you want to perform, right? When you write that function or regular expression or something in that function, what you want to retrieve from that particular function, when you know at this place that I can get, that itself is end of that function. We want to add two numbers in repeated mode. You know, up to 10 or 20 repetitions, that should stop. So that also says your function is ended.
If I started from here now, Python automatically knows that these three lines are not part of the function because the function is going to end up to, after this. The function is going to end. Does it answer your question, Ravi?
Yes.
So just look at
Yes.
where it is located. If it is going inside like this, it means it is part of the function.
Got it.
Okay, as of now, you can just remember that. So what I was trying to teach you is what is a global variable and what is a local variable. So now supposing x has a value of awesome and here inside the function I'm saying x is great. Okay, and then I'm saying print. This is what I'm trying to print. So let us see what is the value Python is going to throw up for us when this function is executed. Okay, this is where I'm calling my function now. What did it do? It's saying Python is great. That is because inside this function, what is the value of x now? Value of x is great. So when you call this function, how is the function getting executed? It is the value of x is taking the value to be a local variable. Okay, and because I have stored x is equal to great here, when you execute this function, you will get Python is great. Okay, so this is a global variable and this is a local variable. Again, anyhow, in functions
So
with respect to
after
this
the
will be
my
again,
function, if you,
uh,
can you just print x? See,
yeah,
it should be awesome, right?
yeah, it should be awesome, correct.
Okay.
Now let us see, outside the function I'm saying print x
Just yeah.
and execute it, will get awesome.
Okay.
Okay, I can also write the same sentence. Any other doubts up to here?
Executed or not. Whenever you got it out, you put a print command like print star, print some hashtag or something. You know, till where that function or that lines of code is getting executed.
Okay, now I just wanted to one last concept for today. If you want a variable to be of global scope inside your function, then you can use the keyword global. Okay, so here I wanted x to be a global variable, so I am declaring it to be global by using this keyword global. So now let us see what Python is going to print for us. Okay, so even after the function is over, when I am printing it, this value has now changed. It is no longer going to print awesome for me because this x is now a global variable and you have changed the value of x to be fantastic. So now x will always contain fantastic unless and until you change it somewhere again. Now this is the value which will be